If you have a YouTube channel and you're concerned about all the recent censorship, I'm going to show you two alternative platforms where you can effectively sync up and back up all of your YouTube content in just a few clicks. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? This is Guyman Adams from Mid-City Digital, and today, as I mentioned, we're going to take a look at how to sync up your YouTube channel to alternative platforms and effectively back up everything you've ever done, just in the off chance that you might one day get censored off the platform. Now, a lot of people, such as myself, might do more kind of middle of the road content that it's not really going to get banned, just talking about, tech stuff and, real basic how-to stuff. However, out of principle, I grow very concerned when I see all sorts of other channels, whether it's political commentary or whatever the case, even spiritual, philosophical stuff. I see some of these channels get banned as well. It's just really strange to me, and it's disgusting to me. I really believe in free speech. So just out of principle, for my channel, my little puny channel that I'm just barely getting started here, on YouTube anyways, I feel the necessity to, right out of the gates, go ahead and take advantage of alternative platforms that allow you to actually sync up your channel, to pull over all of your content onto their platforms. Now these aren't instantaneous, but it's just a few clicks to set it up. But after a week or so, generally, everything should be lined up. So let's get started here let's take a look at this is one of my other channels that I was doing for a little skate brand that I started up several years ago. This business is pretty much, it's pretty much gone on pause for the time being. It's a really tough business to start when you're just a solopreneur, just a solo entrepreneur. And there's a lot of moving parts to it. So temporarily, my little skate brand is on pause. However, I do have this YouTube channel. And, if we were an active skate channel, who knows? There might be some controversial stuff on there. I mean, as skaters, we're kind of crazy, might do some wacky stuff here and there. Wouldn't want to upset anybody and get banned from one of the only places that people seem to go for videos. So what I should do is figure out how to sync this up to my new BitChute account for gear skateboards. So I've actually already done this for this channel, but I just wanted to mainly show you how this is done. Just a few easy steps. It blows me away how many really big YouTubers haven't even taken the steps to do this, and it's really easy. First, let's go over here to BitChute. Let me hop over here to my Gear Skateboards channel, because we only got a couple of videos on there right now for some reason. So what you'll do, once you've signed up for BitChute, you'll go under your actual channel here, not under your profile. Your profile settings is like a whole other thing, where you can set up all this stuff, set up different channels within your account. You can do all that. But let's go to the channel itself that we're working with. And then from here, what you'll do is you'll go right here to settings. Click on settings, and you'll scroll down. And down here, it says YouTube channel ID. And see, I've already put mine in here for this channel. It says if you have a YouTube channel, please enter the identifier here. Now here's where it gets a little funky, and I think a lot of people get confused right here. I know I certainly did. Even recently, just double checking this, I got a little confused, mainly because just how Google and YouTube are set up. So these instructions are kind of basic. Sign into your YouTube account. In the top right, click your account icon, the settings, kind of like a little gear, ironically. Next to your profile photo, click advanced. You'll see your channel ID under account information. Well, okay, this right here, next to your profile photo is where it gets a little funky. So back over here on my YouTube channel, so I go up here to my user icon, I go down here to settings. Now when I originally set up this link on my BitChute account, I could click this view advanced settings. And for whatever reason, I'm clicking this and it doesn't go anywhere. It's not taking me anywhere. This is where it would normally click through and show you what your channel ID is. Now, instead, we go over here to the left side where it says advanced settings. Click that. Now you'll see your user ID and your channel ID. So you're not putting your user ID, you're putting your channel ID, and you can just copy that to your clipboard, jump over here, and I've already done this, but just for the sake of it, paste it in there, and then hit save. Now, as I mentioned previously, it might take some time for all of this to sync up, and quite frankly, I'll be honest, I think there's something weird going on if you're a super teeny tiny channel like the ones that I have set up, where there's barely any videos, there's just a few videos or whatever. They might not propagate at all, at least for a while. So I think there might be something going on with you need to have like a bigger, more active account. Maybe if you're regularly putting up videos, then this might sync up more effectively. But if it's a sparse channel where you hardly ever upload, you might not need to worry about syncing, and just go ahead and just manually upload your stuff if you want. Which I've done for my Mid-City Digital BitChute, because I had so few videos, so little traffic. I think that has something to do with how effectively it automatically brings everything over to BitChute. So I'm not certain about that, but it seems to play a role. So hey, if I could get a few more subscribers on YouTube, not so much on the gear skateboards thing, because well, like I said, it's kind of on pause right now, on hiatus. But on the Mid-City Digital account, if I get a few more subscribers there, that'd probably help with some of these alternative platforms. So that might be a factor, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, check that out. Some of the more active channels out there, like political commentators and stuff, who are doing videos every single day, just relentlessly, I can pretty much guarantee you your stuff will sync up really quick, relatively quick, within a few days or so. Pretty sure it's not going to be instantaneous as much as we would like it to be. I mean, it might actually be a manual process in the background and they're not really telling us. I don't know. Now let's move on. Let's check out Odysee. Now, I hopped over here. I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself here, but you can see this is what Odysee looks like. In my last video where I was talking about alt tech, I mentioned library, LBRY. Well, that is basically now Odysee. They've made this much more user-friendly, much easier to use. Previously with library, it was pretty crazy. Like you'd sign up and it was kind of like you had to create your profile, then create channels, and it was just like this clunky kind of way to get started to set it up. Odysee, first of all, if you already signed up on library, then all your login information from there will be the same for Odysee.com. So that's pretty convenient. You don't have to create a whole new account or anything from that point. But regardless, when you go to Odysee.com and go ahead and create a new account, it's actually pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And what you'll do, let me hop over here. See, I already kind of tried to go through this ahead of time under channels. So I've already set up the Mid-City Digital channel, 0 uploads, because I already tried to sync up my YouTube. And as you can see right here, it says, please check back later. This may take up to 1 week. So Again, kind of like BitChute. I'm not sure how much of this is truly automated. It might be actual people in the background manually going, okay, that one's good, and pull that one over. Okay, that one's good, pull that one over. I don't know. It's just a guess on that. I mean, I only have like a handful of videos for Mid City Digital, so I don't know why it would take a full week to do that. Then again, there's a lot of things to consider with, how the servers are loaded up with tons of users and tons of content, and so there's massive bandwidth issues to consider. So there's any number of reasons it could take a week. So just be patient, I suppose. To really demonstrate this, though, for Odysee, let's go back over here. First of all, let me just kind of go through Odysee, since in that previous video where I just briefly mentioned library, I didn't even really go into it at all. So here with Odysee, just so you know, this is, I mean, you can see right here, this is so funny. Don't be evil. They're trying to be the exact opposite of what Google is being these days. So, we've got all kinds of content on here. This is just on the home page. There's just all kinds of random content on here. Some of it, just kind of silly gaming stuff. Some of it a little more political. Some of it news. Some of it, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you got this all these different categories over here on the left-hand side. This interface is weird to me. It seems like home should be on the top, but for some reason they put following on the top. But anyway, so here we got, this one's enlightenment. So I guess this is maybe some more esoteric kind of channels. I don't know. It's hard to quantify when you're just kind of scrolling through this completely random stuff. Anyway, when you got gaming, there's lots of gaming stuff over here on Odysee, which I don't see a lot of gaming stuff over on BitChute for some reason. Though, I mean, that's slowly increasing. I think it's because BitChute's getting a bad rap in the press these days. It's because, YouTube can't have any competition. Well, guess what? There's more coming, so get used to it. So you got the gaming section here. This one's pretty massive. There's a lot of stuff in this one. Lab, this is interesting. This is some kind of technical stuff. And I guess there's lab and there's tech. The lab seems to be a little bit more hardware oriented. So, you got a lot of, electrician kind of stuff in here. Wow, look, schematics and stuff here. Weird old stuff. Old gear that I don't even know what's going on with this. Weird power supply stuff. So anyway, I'm getting kind of lost in that. Then under the tech stuff, a little bit more computer oriented, a little bit more software oriented stuff. This guy's stuff is pretty cool. I've checked some of this out. What does his channel look like? I should give this guy a follow. He does some pretty interesting software, Linux related stuff over here. But anyway, so yeah, there's the tech, then there's news, all this stuff. Finance, I guess this is going to be getting more into crypto kind of stuff. Yeah, this is pretty much all crypto related, finance 2.0. And then there's nice people. I don't know, I guess this is just kind of fun, uplifting sort of stuff. So anyway, you get the idea. There's some good broad content. These alternative platforms shouldn't ever be construed as being, so underground that it's just it's only alt-right people or something stupid. These platforms are for anyone to use, and you should take advantage of them if you're smart. Especially if you've got niche content. These are the places to be, building a whole new audience, where it's, it's not just totally oversaturated like it is over on YouTube. So just keep that in mind. And let's see, moving on here on the interface. So, and I guess rabbit hole is like the super conspiracy stuff. So just not to leave anybody out there. I mean, this is all the stuff that gets banned from YouTube. Like Mr. Stefan Molyneux. Hey, I need to give him a follow too. Let's give him a follow over here. Excellent. So moving on with the interface here, you can do it like that, or you can do it like that. Here is where you'll go to actually sync up your YouTube channel or create a new channel or upload, of course. Here for notifications, don't have any going on there right now. Here's your general settings. Click there. Pretty basic stuff here on the settings. You can go with this light or dark. Ugh, I really like the dark much better. Go figure. So yeah, you can play around with your settings there. Then click done and go back. They got this pretty helpful help section here. If you go over to the Odysee Help Hub, you can see all this stuff over here, where it gets into the basics of Odysee. So, and then under your user, you can check your uploads, channel, creator analytics, rewards. Now this does utilize the library crypto, is it LBC or something like that. And pretty much everything that you do on Odysee, you'll get some kind of little minuscule crypto reward. And how you use that and transfer it and cash out or whatever, I mean, that's up to you. I'm pretty certain this is another Ethereum based crypto, so you can check that out. But yeah, literally, I mean, from the moment I first signed up, it immediately credited some kind of crypto here, the LBC or whatever it is. And then each time I subscribed to somebody, or when I very first began to subscribe to people, it would reward me again. And then after I added a few, it added some more. Create a channel, it adds some more. It's pretty interesting the way they set that up. So now to demonstrate this a little better though, with syncing your channel, that's the whole point of this. I'm getting a little lost and just kind of giving you an overview of Odysee. Pretty cool platform. I'm very impressed, like I was saying, how they've simplified what they were doing with library and pulled it into a more user-friendly interface, a very user-friendly experience. UI and UX is a big deal these days, so they're getting it right here. I mean, as much as I love BitChute, it's a tiny bit clunkier, but I really, really like BitChute too, so don't get me wrong. I know they're working really hard to improve it constantly over there too, but Odysee, cool stuff. I'm really digging it. So let me log out of here. I'm going to sign out of my Mid-City Digital account, and I want to just kind of see how this will go if I, let's say, sign up. And I'm going to sign up with, I'm going to sign up Gear Skateboards again, just using it as kind of a sample account. Let's say, and I'm going to use an alternate email on that. Let me pause this real quick, and we'll be right back and keep going.
A few moments later.
Okay, so what I decided to do is go with my Gmail account for this one, for Gear Skateboards, because that's linked to my YouTube channel for Gear Skateboards, so I figure that would make sense. So plug that in, plug in a password, and I didn't try this before since I'd already signed up on Library and then came back over here to sync my YouTube channel. But apparently there's this option to try to sync it straight out of the gate. So let's see how this goes. Haven't done this yet. Sync my YouTube channel. And now what this is going to do is pop open a window to sign into your YouTube account if you're not already. I assume it'll probably detect it. So I'm going to hit sign up. Blah, 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 blah. We just sent an email link to gearskateboards@gmail with a link for you to verify your account. So let me pause real quick and I'm going to go verify that.
2 hours later.
Okay, so FYI, if you're using Gmail, it'll put your Odysee email over into the promotions tab. So it's not in your main inbox. It thinks it's junk, I guess. So we've done that. Oh my goodness. The CAPTCHAs, I mean, this lately is just insane. Across the board, This has just been getting crazier and crazier. Even on my own sites, the CAPTCHA is just getting really out of control. So it's something happening on the back end of things. They're just trying to make these extra tough. And I suppose it's because currently, as I'm making this video, it's right in the midst of election season. See, I mean, all right, give me a few tries and I'll be back again.
2,000 years later.
Okay, wow. Yeah, I don't know. The CAPTCHAs are just getting nuts. Like you're having to go through multiple ones, and they're making the images harder and harder to see, and like super grainy. And I mean, I guess there's just a lot of hacking going on lately, so they're having to do that. So, anyways, now we're past that. Login success. You can now close this tab. Excellent. So now I have this brand new account. I have no idea what to do here. I'm going to skip this for now. And so here we go. Sync your YouTube channel to Odysee. Get your YouTube videos in front of the Odysee audience. Exactly. Don't just live in the YouTube bubble, people. Wake up. There's other platforms. And this is one of them to really pay attention to. So, your Odysee channel name. For this one, I'm going to say Gear Skateboards. Of course. I want to sync my content to Odysee and the library network and agree to these terms and have also read and understand how the program works. I would highly suggest you actually read this and try your best to understand it. I've already looked at it. Mostly makes sense to me. There's still a little bit of a learning curve with this kind of a crypto-based situation, but no big deal really. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that. Boom. So now you can see, it's pulling up this Google sign-in right here. So I'm going to say, boop, Gear Skateboards. And so now it says, Library Creator Verification wants to access your Google account. This will allow Library Creator Verification to view your YouTube account, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you trust this, da-da-da-da-da. Allow. And to me, this was much easier to sync up than how BitChute is. Because again, with the BitChute thing, going over here to your channel and then, clicking your settings and then going through all this rigmarole, which just because of the YouTube interface is confusing. Ugh. But that right here on Odysee, bam, we're good to go. So now, once again, wait up to a week. So if you have something immediate that you want to get out there, go ahead and upload like your most recent video. That would probably be the best way to get started. This video I'm going to be uploading directly to Odysee just to, get that going for the Mid-City Digital channel. Anyway, from here, you can just go ahead and, whoa. Okay, we already did this. That's strange. I thought I could just close that and it would just hop out of there. So let's hit Explore Odysee. I don't know why that X was there and it took me back to the previous thing. But anyway, now I've got a Gear Skateboards Odysee channel. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Gear Skateboards has been on hold for approximately a year at this point, just because of team changes and, like I was saying, the business side of trying to do a little skate brand as one person is really difficult. You need a good team of people, not just in terms of the skaters, but in terms of business, and that's been like a missing component with that project. But anyways, check it out. I would strongly recommend, everybody go sign up for these platforms. I mean, you have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. I don't know. You never know when you might get banned from YouTube. All these mainstream platforms are so treacherous these days. Like one little slip up, you say the wrong word, maybe just showing these images on here with these other channels that I don't know anything about. Maybe one of those images will get me in trouble on YouTube. You never know. The whole web has gone insane as far as the mainstream platforms. So I don't know. I don't trust them. And I don't think you should either. You should make backups just to be safe. Because there may come a day that, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, they might go the way of MySpace. And wouldn't you be glad that you at least backed up all of your hard work, especially you channels that have like hundreds, if not thousands of videos from the course of like several years? You don't want to lose that content. Go ahead and sync up over on BitChute and Odysee. And I'll leave it there. I've got some other videos in the works, on the way. I'm also doing some writing on the side, trying to work on a little ebook about some, DIY business stuff. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned to this channel across all these platforms. I'll catch you next time.